Hello again, welcome back to the PhatPhish Guitar Studio and another scale of the week. This time around we're going to be taking a look at the Phrygian Major scale, also sometimes known as the Spanish Phrygian. Now the Phrygian mode you might have heard of before. It's the third mode of the major scale and it's got a formula 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7 and the octave. So that scale you know is a minor scale because of that flat third. What the Phrygian Major does is it takes the Phrygian mode, that minor mode, the third mode of the major scale, and we take the flat third and raise it up by a semitone to give us a third degree. So we have a scale with the formula 1, flat 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7 and the octave. So that gives us a scale that sounds like this. Now that sounds a little bit Gothic, Eastern, Moorish, Spanish even. That's the name of Spanish Phrygian, I guess. So let's fire up PhatPhish to have a look at the Phrygian Major scale. In this case we'll look at, let's have a look at B Phrygian Major. So there's the scale across the whole of the fingerboard, and out of that we'll break a little movable scale box, which looks like this, roughly 1 finger per fret. And as I say, it's a movable box, so you can take that and wherever the 1 degree, wherever the root note is, whatever note that is, you've got that Phrygian Major scale. So move that down to the 5th fret, you've got A Phrygian Major, down to G at the 3rd fret, you've got G Phrygian Major, and so on. So just looking at the B Phrygian Major here, right the way across the fingerboard, and by way of comparison let's just have a look at that next to the B Phrygian mode, so the third mode of the major scale, and then compare that with the Phrygian Major. So the only difference is that flat third of the Phrygian mode is up to a 3rd degree on the Phrygian Major. Now where I first came across the Phrygian Major was as the 5 mode of the harmonic minor. Harmonic minor is a scale that's got the formula 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7 and the octave. We did the harmonic minor as a scale of the week a few weeks ago, so if you haven't seen that one already, I'll put a link down there if you want to check that out. Now if you know about modes, you'll know that you can take the notes of a scale and rearrange them from different degrees, and what we get with the Phrygian Major is the 5th mode of the harmonic minor. So if we take the harmonic minor to the 5th degree and then play the same note starting on there, that's the Phrygian Major. So if you know about your modes, don't worry too much if you don't. What that means you can do is, if you're playing in the key of, say you're playing in the key of A minor, A harmonic minor, when you get to the 5 chord, which is an E in the case of the harmonic minor harmony, it's a major chord. The mode that you play over that E major chord is the E Phrygian Major, because it's the 5th mode of the A harmonic minor. The Phrygian Major also has a place in the natural minor as well as the harmonic minor. If you think about harmonising out the chords of the natural minor, the 5th chord is a minor chord, and over that you just play the regular Phrygian mode. Quick recap, let's have a look at the chords of A natural minor and the modes that would correspond with each of those. So if we take those chords and let's play a chord progression, something. I'll just clean my sound up a little bit so you can hear the chords, the harmonies a little bit better perhaps. Quite a common chord progression in a natural minor key would be to start off on the 1 chord, which is a minor chord, go down to the flat 7 chord, which is major, go down to the flat 6 chord, which is also major, and then go down to the 5th chord, which is minor. And that sounds fine because we're using diatonic chords, it all fits into the key. And so on. Now if we replace that 5th chord with a major chord, so instead of playing E minor, we play E major, we get something that sounds like this. wanted to play a solo over the top of that, because we're using a major chord on the 5th degree, it would make more sense to use the 5th mode of the harmonic minor, which is the Phrygian Major. So therefore we'll be playing in the key of A natural minor over that 5 chord, the E major chord would be playing the E Phrygian Major. And you don't even have to do that when there's the underlying chord progression giving you the sound of the harmonic minor. If you played that just with power chords, you could play over those first 3 chords, the A minor, the G major, the F major, using notes from the A natural minor scale, using from the key. Then when you get over an E power chord, if you played over the top of that using an E Phrygian Major, then you'd get something that's much more reminiscent of the harmonic minor type of sound on the 5th chord, because you're using the 5th mode of the harmonic minor. For all the underlying chords aren't particularly giving you a natural minor or a harmonic minor type of sound, you can put that sound in by using the mode of the harmonic minor, by using the Phrygian Major over that 5 chord. Okay, so I'll just quickly record on the looper just a basic chord vamp, just using that progression is power chords, root and 5th chords with the A, G, F and E. And play over the top of that just using the A natural minor scale. What I can do is over that 5th chord, over the E chord, I can play notes of the E Phrygian Major, start introducing that Phrygian Major harmonic minor sort of sound for a bit extra colour and to put a bit more tension into that last chord. Here there's just that 1 note difference. So there's only the 1 note difference between the Phrygian mode that I by rights should be playing over that 5 chord and the Phrygian Major mode, which I was playing over the 5 chord. But that 1 note is enough to give you the harmonic minor Phrygian Major sort of sound and add in a little bit of extra colour. I realised the soloing there was absolutely dreadful, but I'm very, very tired. I'm being quite disorganised and realised I didn't have a Scale of the Week video done, ready to upload to YouTube, so I'm doing this quite late at night and I'm very tired, so please forgive my disorganisation. But anyway, there you go, that's the Phrygian Major scale. If you're more awake and alert than me, fire up a copy of PhatPhish, have a look at it in all its glory like that, and learn it, learn how it sounds and find ways to apply it. Like I say, using it in the context of the harmonic minor is great, but it also belongs in the minor scale as well if you want to put a bit of extra colour over the 5th chord. So as with all things in music, experiment, let your ears guide you, but let your knowledge of music theory and your understanding of the notes and the chords sort of guide you in how you experiment. So it sort of helps you prevent you from going down sort of blind alleys and so on. Okay, so there's something to experiment with and practice with. Thanks very much for watching. Please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the PhatPhish Guitar Studio YouTube channel, or pop over to Facebook, check out the Facebook page. There's usually something going on over there. Try to post fairly regularly. And I'll see you in another video sometime soon. Bye for now.